This morning I feel that I hear those. Turn this down a little bit. See here. All righty. And check one. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. How's everybody doing? All right, sounds pretty good. All right, all right, all right. What is happening, everybody? What is happening? Certainly glad people are popping in. What is going on? Shout out to Triple J. Yeah, I had to work this weekend. So I will be working this whole weekend. I was off today. I got my truck fixed. I'm off tomorrow and I'm off Friday. So not bad. Not a bad 3 days off, and I'm working Saturday, Sunday, and I'm off Monday. So I look at it like when I got off work yesterday. The next out of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, I'm only working 2 of the next 6. So I'm good. I'm good. Hit that like button, people, as you come in. Like buttons down there to the left, people. Like buttons to the left. Again, I appreciate everybody being here. It is if you're traveling on the road, things like that. Shout out to you. Be careful traveling. Remember, July 4th is the heaviest travel holiday, I believe. It's not Memorial Day. I think July 4th took over a couple years ago, but could be wrong. Could be wrong. And but yeah, hit that like button, please, guys. It's on the left. Down on the left. Also, down there on the left, next to the happy face, is a $ for the super chat button. Again, if you like the podcast and you want to support, I am trying to close in on this 8-core, 16 or 12 thread CPU. Shout out to the PC community. Somebody said they may donate one, but just in case they can't, because stuff happens, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull the trigger on my own. So but in case you do, it's right there on the right. Hit that super chat button. Get your questions ready, and I can answer your questions there. So, but yeah, as you can see, I got some good topics there. See, I got the PS5 hybrid Navi GPU. I got some stuff there in the description. Shout out to LOUWAFFA. He got in touch with me early this morning, and so you see the early build numbers there, and what they're looking for and looking at for them. So we can go into that a little bit. The Spiderman suits for the PS4. If you don't know this, PS4, the Spiderman game for PS4 made by Insomniac Games. There's 2 or 3 suits. I don't want to give the movie away. There's several suits that are in the movie that were not in the game, and they just put them in the game day before yesterday. So again, I'm not going to I'm not going to go over the suits because there's movie spoilers, and a lot of people haven't seen the movie yet. I got to see it about a week and a half ago. I enjoyed it. We're going back tomorrow. Like I said, the lady is off tomorrow, so we're going to take the kid to go see it, and then after that, they're going over to a barbecue, and I'm going to come home and have some hopefully have some gaming time. I played Mass Effect 2 today. I didn't stream that. I should have. It was actually pretty fun when I was playing it, but I hooked that up to the big screen TV and threw down on that. And now I'm about to start Mass Effect 3, and I may go ahead and get that and record it. So it's just 2 suits. Well, I mean, again, it could be more. I'm not going to spoil anything because the movie is out, and everybody needs to go see the movie. Go check the movie out, and we'll be talking about that. I'm gonna do a spoiler on that on Sunday. I'm gonna do a spoiler review on Sunday. That is the 7th. That gives and this movie came out yesterday. So this gives everybody almost a week to go see it, a whole week. So, and again, so go get that ready. I'm also getting caught up on The Witcher. If you don't know, Comic-Con is next Friday. I'm sorry, Friday after next, the 19th. The Witcher panel is the 19th. Henry Cavill, formerly of Superman fame from DC, he is playing Geralt the Witcher, and Geralt. I'm sorry, and it's going to be fun to cover that. It's 8 to 10 episodes, and they're going to have a full trailer in a couple weeks. So you all be ready. I'll do a trailer breakdown on that one, and again, it's going to be based mostly on the books. It's going to be based mostly on the books, not the video game. So you need to get your books ready. And I know brothers don't like to read, but you got to get the books, or else you may not be able to follow this story. So, So Rudy Legend said no one cares. No, that's not true. That's a big deal. They're looking to cash in on the Game of Thrones hangover that people have. So, Jemai Dixon, you're off the work. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping Jemai Dixon would hit that super chat button. So, but yeah, shout out to Jemai Dixon. Be careful going to work, like I said. But shout out to everybody that's here. Triple J, E1 Matador 809. How you doing? The Almighty Spartan God. How are you doing? So, Bismarck Ghoul. How you doing there, young man? Euro Hannah. Hamad, how you doing? Omar Shahab, how you doing, young man? How you doing? Sam Ash, the wonderful Snow Bunny. I'm trying to get Snow Bunny, Vieratron, and Titanfall Princess, and the Ash and Luca, hopefully on one podcast called Ladies Night. And this talk to them. I'm gonna ask them what's the best date they've been on and the worst date they've been on, and we'll squeeze in some other topics too. So, but also check out the podcast I did the other day with Vieratron or Tron. We talked about the Shadow People. So hopefully everybody goes and checks that out. I'm gonna upload that to the Black Avenger, blackavengertv.com. It's a website where the brothers are headed over to, and they're going to be doing streaming and all that kind of good stuff. Also going to upload that same video to TrueTube. So go to my TrueTube channel. I do need to do a better job of copying and pasting what that is. I'll be honest with you. So, somebody said I don't know, that Pride Month is over with now, isn't it? This is back to normal. So, but all right, we'll go ahead and get into it. So, the first thing I want to really talk about is, well, the Spider-Man suits. Everybody should have played Spider-Man by now. I mean, I played and beaten Spider-Man on, was it New Game Plus? And I beat it on normal. So because in order to get the New Game Plus, you got to beat the game. So I beat it on New Game Normal or New Game Plus, and then on normal, all the DLC. So until they go ahead and get another DLC out for it, I mean, suits are fine. I mean, I like the suits as well. So I like the suit. I like the suit that he has on in it. I do like the Iron Spider suit as well. But I also like the as far as at nighttime, that suit that glows. Oh my goodness, those are my 3 favorite Spider-Man suits. So, but like I said, I love the whole Black Cat. I thought that Black Cat DLC was the best DLC. I also thought that the second DLC was kind of a letdown. It was fun to play, but it was a letdown. And then the third DLC, I really enjoyed as well. So, what's up, Triple J? Yeah, the Black Avenger TV is a site. I think a brother calls himself the Black Avenger. He spent anywhere from 25 to 30,000 of his own money, and so I've been over there. I've been paying, contributing to his channel. Make sure you all go over there and check it out. And I got a channel over there as well. So, so I'll be moving more content as we get closer to the quote unquote YouTube apocalypse. I'm gonna go ahead and get that up and going. So if this is not well, I'm gonna play Mass Effect probably tomorrow afternoon when I come home from the movies to record it. That way I can practice recording video and then putting it on my OBS, because somehow I did not do that very well. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, hit that like button, people. It's Wednesday night. I mean, people are off tomorrow. I mean, come on now, you're up. It's after 9 o'clock. I killed a horde on Days Gone. Shout out to El Matador. And oh, I'm getting to that. Shout out to El Matador. And I heard a podcast earlier today. I think it was shout out to Next Gen 720. There's a lot of butthurt Xbox people out there, aren't there? So Jemiah, but you got to work tonight, right? You work tonight. Yeah, the Mighty Spartan guy. Yeah, the black cat is sexy as hell. Plus, Peter Parker went raw. That's why she was saying, I have a son. And he was like, Peter Parker went raw. Because if he had either pulled out or used some kind of protection, he wouldn't have even had to say that to Mary J. She could have a kid. But like I said, shout out to J-Dub City. J-Dub City was like, well, I don't blame you. So you're off today, but you work tomorrow. So you work on July 4th. Yeah, I wouldn't have either, Triple J. I mean, I know. I mean, and that girl who played her is a cosplay model. Like, she wins all the cosplays as Black Cat. Like, when she shows up, she's getting the money. She's getting the money, you know. So you there for second place. But there ain't no way in heck if that girl comes to steal from me. You're like, you ain't got to steal it. You just take it. You look like that. You put in an awful lot of work. That's right. R-A-W. Raw, no condom. Exactly right. So that's exactly, and he did too. That's why he was all down, you know, at the end, because when he possibly may not have been. Because he went raw. And that's what I'm talking about. So, so her and Mary Jane. Oh, it ain't even close. I mean, Mary Jane is the girl that you marry. Okay, that's the girl that you marry. But Felicia Hardy, that's the girl that you go ahead and you bend over the refrigerator, the whatever you got to take her. The bedroom, the kitchen table, whatever, you know, that is something else. So you think it is his son, though? She a liar? Well, they never showed it. They left that open ended. You know, they left it open ended. And I thought at the end of that DLC said it wasn't true. So we have to look at. That's right. I'll give out free smoke today if you all hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. So. Gwen Stacy would have been, yeah, in the comic book, yeah, but see, in the comic book, Gwen Stacy is all over Miles Morales. But Miles is going ahead and knocking the bottom out of that in the comic book. So, so I think if you watch, I don't know if you all watched Into the Spider-Verse, but that's kind of his love interest in that too. But Into the Spider-Verse was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So it was real fun to watch. I mean, it was fun. I was smiling from beginning to end. So you wish Black? Well, she may have. We may find out next time, because she is thick. I mean, she's got some curves on her, man. Oh man. So, but all right, then let's get back into it. So again, Spider-Man. If you still have that video game, which I assume you do, you got a couple brand new suits in there, and it is what it is. So go check that out. Play that game. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Immensely, had a good time on it. Taking all those pictures and putting them on Twitter. People were mad as hell in the Xbox community. They were not happy. I mean, they were mad as hell. You all were putting those pictures up there. So yeah, so keep putting those pictures up there. And I don't know how to do the box pictures when the people will take a big picture, then they'll have like 3 or 4 little small ones. I don't know how to do that, but and I got a tech degree from FN University, like true FN, you know, graduated number 22 out of 20 people, you know, so I was there, D-Batch was there. So like I said, there were only 20 people that graduated, and you know, there was me and D. So the Ron Big Man, I don't even know, what does Big Man mean? So I don't know what that means. So, But yeah, but we'll go ahead and get into it. So I thought you were at work, Jemiah. Are you at work? I mean, I'll send you the link. If you're at work, I don't know how you're going to get in. Let's see here. So, okay, I guess I go over here. And, well, damn it, Jemiah, where are you at on here? See a new message. There you are. All righty, it has been sent. There we go. It's been sent. So, so what's up, Linky Clay? What's up? Yeah, tomorrow about look for me to be playing Mass Effect about 2:30 tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna spend my July 4th playing Mass Effect. That's what I'm doing. And then when I get about an hour's worth of gameplay in, I'm going to go ahead and go to my barbecue and try to scoop in before the rain comes. Because here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. So what's going on there? Again, hit that like button, people, as you come in. That is free. And like I said, if you want, again, I'm getting close to buying that 8-core CPU. So go ahead and hit the super chat button as well. That way, everybody's names can go up there. If you have any questions, hit the super chat. I will read them up. I will read them off. So, all right. So the PS5 hybrid Navi GPU. Let's talk about the hybrid Navi GPU. Now, this story comes, I believe, out of Tweettown. And let's see here. There we go. Let me go here, then here. Then they got to hit this button. Let's see, what did they teach me how to do in that class? So I got to click it here. All right. So, as you can see here, this is an actual patent. Okay. Now I have no ask me what this stuff means, but this is the way I guess they have their ray tracing over here in their shader units. But the way they're going to do it, it sounds like you're going to have both software and hardware ray tracing. The only people on planet Earth apparently with hardware-based ray tracing technology is those FNs at NVIDIA. And of course, they're not going to share that with their biggest rival, which is AMD. So, because why would they, right? So, but apparently AMD has filed a patent, and there they are, AMD. That my stock is doing very good, by the way, very, very good. So it says here, NVIDIA has had ray tracing capable hardware in the form of the kick-ass. I mean, this is a direct quote. So YouTube, do not flag me, because that's exactly, I'm reading from Tweettown. It says GeForce RTX graphics cards for close to a year now, and even AMD's next gen and finally near here Navi-based Radeon RX 57 series graphic cards, which launched. Oh my God, they launched Sunday. Are you kidding me? They'll be here on Sunday. Wow. They still won't have any ray tracing. So let's pause right there. So even AMD, as you can see right now, is not going to have ray tracing as of Sunday. Because again, these cards will probably be, they probably shipped them Tuesday because we got the holiday. Nothing gets shipped on tomorrow. So all these idiots running around talking about how Xbox is going to have hardware-based ray tracing, the company that's making the GPU ain't even got it. So how are they going to have it?
That's what I was wondering this whole time.
Oh, I didn't know you were there, Jemiah. How you doing, young man? Now, I misunderstood what you said in the chat. Are you going to work right now?
No, I don't work today, but I will work tomorrow.
Oh, like tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day?
No, we're doing like I usually work at night, but we're gonna do some like light work, so we're gonna go in there early.
Oh, okay.
So I
Well,
can that way people can go see fireworks with their kids, but I don't have any kids, so I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Well, your pull-out game is on point too, I guess. So.
Legendary status.
Yeah. Well, you were in the military. Maybe you got one running around in Thailand or somewhere in Cambodia.
Hey, Craig, if I did, I would not be shocked. I said that shit to my boy. Like, if I had a kid, because the shit I was doing in the army, bro, I'm not even gonna talk about it, but you know how it is.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's remember, you don't want that magic on your Johnson. Yeah. But my point here is that I don't know how they're going to have hardware-based ray tracing when the company that's making their GPU don't have it available for the stuff that's launching in, I mean, what's like 100 hours?
I can see is that like Sony themselves make chips and shit, and they know how to do stuff like that. So if they wanted to modify, like Mark Cerny modified the chip to include a ray tracing core or just a part of the die that does that, I can see that happening. But AMD themselves is not doing that. So I was confused when Xbox came out and said that they're gonna have hardware accelerated ray tracing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again,
the word itself, hardware accelerated ray tracing. Like, so they're gonna have a software-based ray tracing that's accelerated by the hardware.
I don't know.
Because you're not saying that you're gonna have, baked in hardware, baked in ray tracing. You know what I mean? Like the RTX cards have their own section of the die that does ray tracing. It's not like the part that does like the 13 T-flops is not part of the ray tracing die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what J-Dub had explained it. Like it's like two 1080 Ti's that make a 2080, and then when you turn on ray tracing, it activates the other 1080. That's basically the way
it's basically like that. Yeah, it's like it's two. But so like I'm confused on this ray tracing in the next gen consoles, which I don't really care about because I'm gonna get a PS5, so I don't know why people think I hate consoles. I just think consoles are inadequate. You know what I mean?
Well, if they're going to do 4K 60 and have some kind, well, it says here that they filed a patent in 2017. So if they filed a patent in 2017, I did not need to do that. That means they've been working on it, but they just aren't going to be at the. But it says right here that their patent, it says, describes a hybrid ray tracing solution that wouldn't solely rely on hardware accelerated ray tracing. So again, I don't know why people are running around saying Microsoft has hardware accelerated ray tracing when the people who are making it, they don't even have that technology, not patented. Now, that doesn't mean they're not working on something new. And that's why I keep telling people you got to wait. Oh, I already got my tickets for this right here. Everybody got to go get their tickets for the Lion King. So yeah. So I don't know. But for my understanding of this is that it's going to be more based on their shader technology, and you're going to get a better picture on some points. So
yeah, like
but overall,
Sony never said they're gonna have hardware ray tracing.
I agree.
But Microsoft said they were, so that's what I'm confused about.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if they can say whatever they want.
Like
so.
the chat says they want to talk about those new NVIDIA cards. Like I haven't looked at them. They come out these new NVIDIA supercharged cards. They're the same price.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear about those. Are they just ready to come out then?
Yeah, basically they're taking it's like not a TI version, but it's just a new technology to help improve the card. But I didn't look into it because I don't really care.
So it's going to be better than the 1070 and 1080 non-TI?
Well, they're going to be like the 2060 Super and the 2070 Super. And I think they're coming out with a 2080 Super.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know what they're going to be doing.
It has better performance.
Than a 1080 Ti. I thought the 1080 Ti was like that was the call.
Well, I don't know if they have the specs already for versus the 2080 Ti. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because I kept hearing about the 1080 Ti about it was 2 years ago when people were saying that people were afraid of the Xbox X. People would respond and say, "I got a 1080 Ti." I have no idea what that means, but you know, whatever that is, it's better than whatever's in the Xbox, I guess. So, so
Basically, what Nvidia did, I'm looking at the specs. They just fucking boosted it up, boosted those cards up to basically shit on the new AMD cards. They just did it like it went from like 7 T flops to 9 T flops. So just basically giving it a small, incremental increase just so it can compete with the AMD cards at the same price point. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's really a big deal to me.
Yeah, I do not get all right, Spartan God. I think I sent that to you.
Like, especially I just bought a 2080 and a 2080 Ti. Like, don't talk to me about new fucking cards, bro.
What's the difference?
If they're not doing crazy fucking leaps.
All right, but what's the difference in the 2080 and the 2080 Ti?
Well, the 2080 Ti has way more ray tracing cores than the fucking 2080. So
okay.
It'll be better for ray tracing, like ray trace games, so it won't be struggling so much.
Oh, okay, but it's gonna have ray tracing. Now, is there a level of ray tracing for NVIDIA, or is it just ray tracing? Like, can you put it on tier 1, tier 2?
All the cards have different numbers of rays they emit. So like, the better the card, the more rays you're gonna get. Like per billion rays, whatever nonsense they say.
Oh, for pity's sake! And everybody's I mean, so why in the world are? Well, I personally think there's a group of people, and it's shrinking down, who want to say, "Well, this is going to be better on the Xbox than it is on the PlayStation." And it's like they're going to do the same thing.
They're still not going to be better than PC, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no, yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like, for the people in the chat who think that somehow these next cards are gonna, these next consoles are gonna be like making PCs go obsolete. By 2080 Ti already makes your next gen console obsolete. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean? And when they introduce the next 3080 Ti or whatever they decide to call it, I'm gonna cop that. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I have no idea why in the world that I mean, what's the point of getting the 2060 then? I mean,
you get the 2060 Super. It's a good price point, and now they have better performance per cost. So the cost per performance has been boosted up.
Well, how much is the 2060?
I think they're the
$399.
$399. That's not bad. $399, and it has ray tracing.
The 2070 Super, it's $499. It's actually consumer friendly.
They're supposed to be the same price.
But that's fine as long as they're consumer price. They gotta match what AMD is doing. So, but you can see what the competition has done.
Yeah, that's why that's why Nvidia released the Super for the 2060 and 2070, so it can compete with the new AMD cards for price wise.
And the newest AMD card, the one is tree fitted, right? And one's like 5 or something like that.
Craig, I told you the way. This Gruda. What is up with you, bro? Like, are you on my nuts? Like, get off my nuts, bro. Like, I get it. Like, I like PC. Like, I have a console too. I have a PS4.
Nah, Jemai, he big mad. Prime month is over.
Bro, he's like. Bro, I don't.
Come on now, let's keep it friendly. I got the super chat on.
I don't understand this PC port begging thing when I have a PS4. Like,
yeah,
I don't understand. Like, I play the games where they're available. I prefer PC. If somebody told me put a gun to my headsets, I have to pick one. I'm gonna pick PC. Like,
PC. Yeah.
Like, I might not be able to play those amazing games, but guess what? I still prefer PC for other things than just the exclusives. Like, there's other things like modding and things like that can completely change a game.
Well, that's true. I played Mass Effect with that mod on it.
Right now they're taking the Skyrim engine and they're completely making a Morrowind mod for the game, and the shit looks amazing.
Yeah, I heard it looks good.
You can't do that. It's called Skywind. You guys want to look it up? You can't do that shit on console, bro. And when people want to censor games, guess what? I go on PC. I give triple D's. You know what I mean? I can mod her to look however I want to. You know what I mean? On PC, like, that's how it is. Like,
Y'all do know y'all pressure exclusives are made on PC, right?
but
Yeah.
back to the PS5 hybrid CPU. Who said this?
Oh, GPU. Oh, Craig, I got something to show you. Yo, Jemiah.
Hey, Craig, Tweaktown News. Like, who are these people though?
Tom's Hardware. Oh, well, that's Tweaktown that I read. They were just talking about the hybrid. You talking about as far as how they're going to do hybrid, that the GPU is going to be a hybrid. Now, Foxy Games talked about this on Sunday, I believe. But today there was somebody who does he does clickbaiting a whole lot. And I finally had to say something on Twitter like, dude, I mean, they're going to both do the same thing. I mean, they're both going to do 4K 60. There isn't anything after that. That's it. You know, so
There's more than that.
Well, people always say they see PC dudes begging for games, but I never see any of these people. I've never seen anybody tweet like, "I want this game to come to PC." I
think they talk about dudes like Fratanga, like
bro. I already dismissed Fratanga on Twitter. I told that nigga to go away with his potato rig. Like, listen,
what's a potato rig?
One that's a console. Basically.
Oh, okay.
If you have like a shitty ass rig, it's just a potato rig. It's because you PC doesn't mean every master race is made equally. You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand that. I understand.
Yo, Craig.
Right about that.
I understand, like Fratanga's like what 20 something, bro. Like he doesn't know shit about PC. Get out of here with that shit. Like,
Jemiah.
Yeah.
You remember after E3, the boss was making a big deal about 4 times the processing of the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
I don't even care about these.
Craig, I'm gonna send you a message directly on Twitter, like you sent me the link. I want you to read and show the chat what it says, because Phil Spencer
more powerful.
Oh no, it tells you literally 4 times the performance.
Yeah.
It tells you which department.
Oh, okay. Well, the performance, yeah, I think people. Well, that's because they equate power with like an overall number and not the performance. I mean,
look at it. But look at
shout out to Jemiah Dixon. Okay, I'm going there right now. Let's see here.
Hit the like button for PC Master Race. Oh, I'm definitely going to hit that.
Okay, I'm gonna be Mr. Share My Screen.
Jemiah, look, this should be funny.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And that should be up there.
I don't see it though, Craig.
Well, damn it.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, it's up there now. I'm looking at it now. All right, now when did you take this? All right, where's this from?
Nah, some dude put it on Twitter from Phil Spencer interview. He said that the 4 times performance, like I said it was, CPU.
Oh yeah, I mean we can all say that, but until they confirm it,
right there.
Yeah, it says it right there. Yeah, I'm just saying until they confirm it though, it's all speculation. And it's just like people were saying hardware-based ray tracing. Well, if the AMD, the company making your GPU, don't have that, obviously you're not going to have that. I mean, you can have a hybrid version of it, but you're not. Technically they're not lying, because they are. Both Sony and Microsoft are going to have hardware-based ray tracing, but it's just going to be in a hybrid level. It's not going to be dedicated. But we're going to have to wait and see. Maybe they've got new tech that hasn't been announced yet. I mean, the damn thing's 18.
My thing is, people don't even understand what ray tracing means. Like, there's so many different types of
I agree. Yeah,
ray tracing. Like, you can do so many different type of things with it, or not do with it. The global illumination. You do fucking reflections. Like, there's all different types of ways you can use ray tracing to do a complete game that's completely ray traced. It couldn't right now. We don't have the tech to do that. You know what I mean? It would take too much to render that. So even in these games that have ray tracing, like, it's not like the whole game is using ray tracing. Like, some people can calm down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they can make a flashlight that's ray traced, so the beams actually like reflect off things properly. You know what I mean?
It just have a softer look. I don't disagree with that. You'll have a softer look instead of that hard.
It'll be the best flashlight you ever seen. You know what I mean? In a game.
Yeah. Like Days Gone, that flashlight is ghetto.
Like Control. Speaking of Remedy, Control, I bought it on the Epic Store, even though I don't
You
support
did
Epic,
what?
even though yo, bro, I'm not playing this game on a console. Like I
Wow,
refuse.
blame it. I saw ray tracing on that.
Exactly. I
It
didn't buy
looked amazing.
I didn't buy a 2080 Ti so I can play this shit on fucking console. Like, no, that's no way possible.
I don't blame anybody for doing that.
I spent $1,400 on this card, so I'm gonna buy this shit on the Epic Store, and I'm
I don't
gonna
blame you. Although that would have been a nice
RTX on. You know what I mean? Like that's my feeling on that. I'm not gonna deprive myself of playing this game.
All right, so with the NVIDIA card, you turn on the RTX, and then it's only going to be on the certain scenes where it's involved.
It's gonna be in the certain ways they implemented it. So like if they have global illumination, then all light sources coming from like the sun or whatever, it's gonna be ray traced. So if they have like just like local ray tracing like on like light sources and shit, then those light sources will like reflect off things properly. Like, but like not everything's gonna be ray traced. You know what I mean? They're still gonna use screen space and shit like that. And they're gonna use they're still gonna use shaders. You know what I mean? Like these are all in tandem to make the scene look more realistic.
We got a new thing now. The Scarlet CPU not gonna be rising.
And you know that Remedy is like one of the pioneers in implementing ray tracing. Like I was watching this video.
Well, Guerrilla Games did it with Killzone. Was it Killzone? Is it Shadowfall? They have ray tracing in it. The game's trash, but it looked good. You know?
People, I mean, like Epic and all that, and Steam, you know, and companies and buying studios. People are gonna do what they want to do. Me, I'm gonna enjoy games. You know what I mean? Like it's not my business, but who gets what percentage or whatever's going on with that nonsense.
Okay, since we could have brought the console to market a year earlier, but we waited another year to get all 6 of the GPU T-flops up and running. Says our primary goal with Scarlet, I guess that's the Anaconda. Is that what it's was to improve, or is this the Lockhart? I don't know. Somebody explain something to me. What happens in a Lockhart? I had a chub waiting on that thing for 1080p 60, and it died.
Apparently the developers said that they don't want to make games for 2 different SKUs. You know what I mean?
Like otherwise, first party. Wait a minute, but if I own the studio, you're going to do what I tell you.
Well, I'm talking about third party though. Third party was like, if we're gonna make a game for you, we're gonna make it for the fucking lowest one, and we're gonna upscale it. We're not gonna do it.
Third party, here we go again.
I mean, because it's like, why would you even release this
but that's exactly why Xbox got
the Xbox One X.
But that's exactly why Xbox is in the trouble it got into, because they were dependent on Ubisoft and Rockstar instead of being dependent on Turn 10 and 343. Like the people you were actually, going, sending you pictures of their, weddings and stuff like that. Man, they are so full of crap over there. All right,
Craig,
it says the GPU of the console.
Craig, why do you got Garuda as a mod? Demod that nigga, please.
Well, I can't. Well, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. It's Independence Day for a lot of people, so not for me, not for a black man, but for me. But tomorrow, I'll be after I come back from the movies, and then I play some Mass Effect, and then I go get some wings or some wangs.
Keep all the people who master race as mods.
Oh yeah, of course. And I can be broad. I mean, that super chat button down there, and I can be broad.
I don't care what Garuda says. Like, he doesn't bother me. Like, you can keep Garuda as a mod.
Yeah, me either. Yeah. All right. It says that they're trying to match the GPU of the Scarlet to the CPU. That's fine. So but I guess you're saying that it 4 times is based on the CPU, not the GPU. So you think they're going to scale
IPC and everything? Remember, the Xbox One X, the CPUs can't keep up with the GPU.
Yeah.
The Xbox One X, the GPU is very fast. So, and the bandwidth, due to the fact that it can process, that's what leads to tearing, screen tearing, and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
The CPU is weak. So is the PS4 Pro. I'm telling y'all, if they had a decent CPU, like say Puma, even a Puma CPU would have been better than that, because it could be clocked over 2.4 gigahertz.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what they're talking about here. I still know that, like Jemiah said, no matter what these new consoles come out with, PC will be ahead of it.
Oh yeah, well who is saying that it's not going to be? I don't know.
The console community.
Oh well, I mean that's crazy. What up, Snow Bunny? Let me know when you're available.
I found it crazy that they said the 8K 120. Like, why are you telling people that?
8K support.
Yeah.
Well, because Netflix and National Geographic, which are subscription that you could get on your PlayStation 5 if you run if you run it as a smart device, they're gonna have 8K content.
Yeah, okay. So, you just told, but the 120 megahertz though. You just told somebody earlier to get a monitor to play at higher frames and not a TV. You think console guys are gonna get rid of their TVs to get a monitor to play?
No, I said if you want that quick response time, you can't beat a monitor.
What's the point of having 120 if nobody has a goddamn monitor? If everybody has TVs, that makes no sense to me.
That does get a monitor with a faster refresh rate. The TVs are what, at 60?
Bro, the new Apple Mac monitor is like $5,000, and it only does 6K 120, like 144 or something like that. So like,
well, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. I mean, if you want to get, go ahead.
But the way you say, the way they're putting it out is they're saying 8K 120. They're not defining what that means. Defining streaming or whatever.
Well, 120 is going to be mostly VR on the PS5.
Yeah, but when people hear 8K 120, they're thinking I'm going to get a game at 8K.
But they're retarded. That's not my fault. That you're retarded.
That's the way they're saying it, though. That's the way they're implying it. And that's the way they're misleading people.
I mean, that's like if I tell you that George Washington has a white horse, and then I ask you a question a minute later, what color is George Washington's horse? And you say brown. You're retarded. I mean, there's nothing I can do. You should know the technology that you're getting into. Nobody's going to hold your hand. But yeah, 8K, meaning that, and that's why I put down here within the service thing, I put down here 8K support, TV programs, some games. Okay, what? TV programs.
That's not what Microsoft said.
Well, I'm talking about the PlayStation. I'm not talking about, LOUWAFFA not told me anything about the Xbox. So he just told me, he said 8K support, so Netflix and
even Sony came out with the same message, 8K 120. They didn't say anything about what it was actually going to be doing. Like they didn't say.
Well, everybody knows 120 is going to be on VR. That everybody knows that. They've already talked about increasing that to help decrease motion sickness.
Are you serious?
120? Yeah, for VR gaming.
Oh, what I'm saying is everybody doesn't know that.
Well, that's why I put it in the thing. VR support, 120 FPS. They know that they're listening to me. You put it in
there because nobody knows. That's why you put it in there.
No, I said that months ago. I said the VR is it was a legend at the time, going to support 120. But that's because to help with motion sickness. Like people like me, I got motion sick playing that game I was playing. I still enjoy playing it, but it was I got a little bit sick. But yeah, 120 frames is what they're gunning for. Doesn't mean they're going to get it, but that's what they're gunning for. So, and that's why I put 60 to 30 FPS with 30 to 45 frames per second. That's open FPS. If you don't understand that, not Titanfall. What was the name of that horrible game that just came out by EA? Shitfire, the Destiny clone. I can't think of the Anthem. Anthem, the demo for the PlayStation.
No Anthem disrespect in here, crap out of here.
Well, I'm just saying the Anthem game, the demo was open frame on the PlayStation. It was running like 35 to sometimes 48 frames per second.
That's your first problem.
Well, I mean, again, they took it away, but open frame. So it's going to have EA access on it. And I guess you can take your EA access from PS4, which is starting in a couple of weeks, and it'll just go right over there, follow you like a herpy, and it's going to be disc based. I don't know if it's going to be UHD. So nobody knows if Sony's going to put a UHD player in there or if they're just going to keep it. Like
they're not putting that in there.
Okay, that's fine. Right now, nothing's been confirmed. So that's why I just put disc based. I do not know what they're going to have. So
when Philips just continues their own Blu-ray for their for movies, I doubt they'll put it in the console. Well,
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's why I just put disc based. I didn't put. It's going to definitely have it. So but the 8 core 16 thread at 3.2, that's the early demo, or what is it called? Dev kit build.
That should not happen.
So,
16
well,
threads.
that's alleged. So I don't know what that means. I mean, what does it matter if it has 12 threads or 10 threads? It's gonna have enough to do 4K 60.
I just don't think it needs that many threads. Like it's not like it's doing like a bunch of shit.
You're like
it's not like a workstation. You know what I mean? It's not a
workstation,
Craig. So the 16 threads is kind of high.
Well, okay, well, fair enough. But that's like I said, it's an early build. That doesn't mean it's the final cut. I mean, good grief. That's what the GPU performance is VEGA 64 range. I don't know why people keep bringing up the video. That's not fair. Okay, that is not fair because AMD is not the video. So they're not. So for people to come out and say, well, it scored 18,000, it scored 16,000, it doesn't matter because the best they got, AMD has, is their VEGA 64. So that's it. That's the best they got. So they've got a system in play that apparently doesn't clock as high, whatever the hell that means, but it gives you the same kind of performance, so you have less power draw. And that's the way NVIDIA does their cost production. They compare it, not NVIDIA, AMD does it, and then they compare it to NVIDIA, and they say, look, NVIDIA is charging you $1,500, and we're comparable at $699. And, you know, that's why NVIDIA had to
What is still weak? At $699, that's trash.
Well, I'm just saying, that's the way they've been cutting into NVIDIA's business, though, is by giving them. And again, if they would have had 4K native and checkerboarding, because remember, Sony and Mark Cerny really pushed checkerboarding when they released the Pro. They're not abandoning that. So people don't. And now dynamic 4K, that may go the way of the dodo bird. Sony preferred checkerboarding, but we'll have to wait and see. Doesn't mean it won't happen.
I hope they don't use that checkerboarding that we saw at AMD conference where they.
I don't know. Yeah, we're talking about their first party guy. Their first party studios have a different. You know, they have it set up so that their first party guys come ahead of the third party.
You do know Guerrilla Games are engineers, right?
I think they're Well,
that whole studio was literally just computer engineers.
Yeah, that was sorcery when they did with Horizon Zero Dawn. I couldn't believe I was looking at.
They have their own ray tracing technology and AI technology. That's why Sony pushes them now. Them and Naughty Dog, they're the only ones with AI engines right now. But
Kojima's got it.
Besides that nigga, first party Craig.
He's using the Decima engine though.
Anybody using the Decima engine.
That Decima engine, bro. Yeah. That Decima engine is stronger than the Unreal engine.
Yeah, but I still like the Unreal engine. I prefer Unreal for the cinematic journey. You know, that's why I'm excited for that Star Wars game.
Y'all really think that PS5 is the Gonzalo APU?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what that is. So I just know what I've been told. My source has been impeccable. LOUWAFFA has been right on the money. So this is what he was saying this morning.
RD really want to know this Remedy news, Craig.
You would have told me
about it. Well, because Sony has been Remedy actually helped Marvel do the Thanos build, and they've been talking to Sony ever since for a couple years now. So them possibly being bought, I think it's more or less second party. Because Sony does want another studio to replace Quantic Dream. I could not fit that other stuff in there, but
there's another Finnish studio they can have besides Remedy that's in Finland. I forgot their name, but
House Marquee. Yeah, House Marquee is on that list. So is Remedy.
Definitely could buy them.
It was Supermassive. I mean, to me, the two studios they need to try to get is Supermassive. They did Until Dawn. But
they're going third party. They said.
Superman again. They're still on their list to try to go get. That doesn't mean that they won't try to get them. So they'll try and maybe
they literally was on Microsoft stage last year at E3.
Okay, well that's fine. That still doesn't mean you don't go try to get them, but they're on their list. It was
and then do what?
And then do what? They want possibly second party do games for them. So the same way Quantic Dream did. Okay, Quantic Dream produced 3 games? Detroit game, that horrible Beyond, whatever it was.
Beyond Two Souls.
They had a 3-game contract though. It wasn't like they were ever a part of Sony. The people.
Well, that's what I said. Yeah, they're second party. Yeah, that's why. Clearly just said second party. Nobody listening.
I don't like.
That's why I said second party.
Insomniac
So now
is getting bought by
You said that
Sony.
they lost them though. Like they never lost them, but they never had them.
well, they had them to develop Until Dawn, which was a successful game. Now, Yoshida said that
Detroit.
they should have. Detroit was Quantic Dream, but my point is that it was a second party development team that they could go after because they did lose Quantic Dream, who
Oh,
does those games really well.
you mean like them only making exclusives for PS4?
Yeah, kind of like Quantic Dream did. They just made games for PlayStation. They were still PlayStation didn't own them. They don't own Quantic Dream. But to just go ahead and make games, Supermassive can build a game. Go play Until Dawn, and then go play Beyond Two Souls, and then tell me what the damn difference is. You have full motion capture of real actors in roles, same way you did with Beyond, same way you did with Heavy Rain. So they could do that type of work too. That's why I said they should try to go after them. They're on their list. Now this doesn't mean they get them. But they're on their list. Insomniac is on that list. I don't think they're getting Insomniac. It would be great, but I don't think they're getting Insomniac.
That's not happening because they too damn stubborn.
What's what I said? I don't think they're getting them either.
You know what's funny? That Insomniac Games once said that they feel like they want to be in Naughty Dog's shadow because they used to work in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gone on record to say they don't want to be in nobody's shadow. They want to be their own.
That's fine.
But if you think about it, Insomniac Games has made what, 3 games this generation?
I think so. Yeah. Sunset.
And they've been one of the top developers this whole gen. I don't get it. If they join Sony, they will not be overshadowed because everybody thinks that they're Sony studio.
They're already overshadowed though. That's because they're not on the same team doesn't make them not being overshadowed. They're still being overshadowed no matter what they do.
By who?
By Naughty Dog, by CD Projekt Red. These companies are still overshadowing Insomniac. I'm talking about
first party wise.
But my thing is though,
they would be third. I would put them behind.
My thing is though, if you get slapped inside the building or outside the building, did you still get slapped? Like you still got slapped, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So they're still in the shadow of Naughty Dog, no matter if they're part of Sony or not part of Sony. That's my point.
That's what
a stupid statement for them.
That's what I was like. So wait a minute. So even then, you got top people like Naughty Dog, Rockstar, CJ Projekt Red, Kojima, EA, all of them that's known. You still in their shadow, but people know you're Insomniac Games. Everybody see y'all as a Sony studio, so why not just join?
Yeah, because I think if they join Sony, they'll get more prestige. You know what I mean? I think that would elevate their name to the next level. They'll definitely be coming out of the shadows if they went with Sony, not the vice versa. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, but how I knew about it was that I covered movies, and when I was told that Remedy did, some people from Remedy helped with the Thanos build. The demo they had for Thanos was helped build by Remedy, by people at Remedy.
Yeah.
At that point, because Sony is already there, because they have Tom Holland's contract who plays Spiderman.
Hold up.
So,
see, Sumo Digital made Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
What?
So yeah, but that's how
Sumo Digital made Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
What? It says games developed Mortal Kombat 11.
Who?
And Sumo Digital.
I don't see that. I see NetherRealm Studios. I see QLOC. That's in Shiver. I don't see anything
went to
about
Sumo Digital. It says they developed Crackdown 3, Mortal Kombat 11, Team Sonic Racing, and they got Dead Island 2 coming out. But
I'm looking at the Mortal Kombat Wikipedia, and it's not saying anything about Sumo Digital making the game.
Okay, well, whatever.
What the fuck? NetherRealm Studio. Let me see NetherRealm. Oh, there it says Israel. Yeah, because that's what I saw. I see NetherRealm Studios, who's here in Chicago. But when I went to Sumo Digital, it said games developed. It says Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, maybe they helped develop it. I mean,
they had to.
They could have helped. They could have worked on it and got it.
You ever think they're gonna make an Until Dawn sequel?
They made that roller coaster Until Dawn game for VR. It was hot garbage.
I don't think they're gonna make a
No, I wish they would. I enjoyed that game. I think there were 8 of them.
Maybe for VR.
That wouldn't be nothing without Sony facts. All right, well,
yo, no, you can't say nothing but there's no but for that.
Uh,
There would be no Insomniac games without Sony, just like Naughty Dog.
that's what he just said. I'm like, all right, well, he said he put facts. I'm like, all right.
But I hate when everybody says like but, like not you, I'm talking about other people. They'd be like, but they had to make the games, but who gave them the platform for that? Who gave them the money? Every game Insomniac came out with that's not on PlayStation failed. Literally every single
That's
one. The VR games, the PC games, literally they have a lot of PC games. They all failed. The Xbox game they made, it failed. Every game they make on PlayStation succeeds. So why don't they sell to Sony?
Well, it's just because they don't want to. I mean, it doesn't mean that Sony's not trying. And right now, with
No, I don't think Sony's trying no more. I think they gave
right
up
now they got
on
the
that.
Spider-Man IP, so they're in a second-party development.
I don't understand why you guys are so obsessed with these companies buying studios. I think that publishers. I think that there's too many. There's like it's like 5 or 10 publishers that are buying all these studios, and I think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a good thing at all. I wish more developers were independent so they can do their own thing and create their own visions. Like,
There's still a whole bunch of independent.
Nah, Jemiah,
really.
that's the thing. A
like
lot of people.
Take-Two, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they own all these developers. Like,
You know what? Maybe 25 to 30 out of how many?
bro, are you serious?
Well,
Bethesda owns like Avalanche, Edge. Like, imagine Take-Two owns Rockstar. They own all these huge companies that have
all right, well, take two. Though. That's a bunch of shareholders and
Epic.
investors.
like Epic owns a bunch of studios. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have in the future. That's when they're gonna be able to have these streaming services and these subscription fees and go, you know what? You don't want to buy the game, then fuck it. Because guess what? We own 90 studios, and all these 90 games you love, you only can get them through subscription. You can only get them through Stadia. Like,
We go definitely. Yeah, I can't wait for my Stadia.
I want my developers to stay independent. I don't want a bunch of people to be.
Well, you still have plenty. The guys making Star Citizen are independent. The guys who made that trash game Surviving Mars, I'm mad as hell. I still can't figure out how to play that game.
Y'all know THQ know they got control of like 150 IPs, right?
Exactly. Like, you know,
That's fine. I mean, that's
150.
how's that
Craig?
right, Craig? When you say, guess what? You can't only get this game through Stadia. If you don't like it, too bad. Like,
that's part of it. I mean, that's the way
Craig,
it is.
you know they own
It's
Deep
nuts.
Silver. They own Deep Silver Volition. You know who makes Saints Row? We
Yeah.
still haven't got a Saints Row game after Got Out of Hell.
Well,
That's
the game
bad.
is trash.
They own them. They have the money to fund them. THQ, they got money. THQ know that they have money to spend, and they've done nothing. So
Well,
what Jemiah saying to you is true.
Yes.
All the developers that's not independent is gonna hurt more than the ones who are.
Well, that's the way it is. I mean, that's
It's not the way it is. That's
also,
the way
also
we
real
want it.
quick, though, and Pitch and Fire said publishers can create security for studios. I get that, but then also, why the hell do I want to be bought by Microsoft and make AA, 1A Game Pass games for the rest of my career? And nobody wants to do
because
that.
you're owned by
You know what I mean?
Microsoft.
I want to be standing on stage at freaking the Video Game Awards getting the best game of the year, contender award. I don't want to be sitting at home every year because I'm making Game Pass games, bro. Like, that's not why I joined.
But then you can leave the studio. Ain't nobody.
That's what I'm saying, though. But if you just go to a bunch of other mediocre studios that are owned by these huge publishers, what becomes the gaming? It becomes a
Well, I
freaking.
mean, it's just that's the way it is. It's like
That's why we always say Insomniac instead.
and that's why I don't think Insomniac is going to sell. I mean, if I'm on the Insomniac board, I say, why sell to Sony when we already have their biggest IP? Like, their movie IP is in-house here. They want us to do a sequel. They want us to keep adding things. There's no reason to go. But they're already in a one-on-one relationship with them now. Don't they make Ratchet and Clank as well for them?
Yeah.
So they have 2 IPs that have done well. They even did a movie for Ratchet and Clank. So it's Sony, I
The
think.
funny,
too.
but Craig, they don't own none of the IPs. Sony owns all the IPs except
Yeah, I
for
understand that.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
So even if they say why sell to Sony, if they decide not to do any PlayStation games, all the huge hitters that they're known for, they won't be able to make.
Well, again, they're going to make a lot of more money on that next Spider-Man game. If they add Miles Morales and they're possibly talking about adding Silk, that and then Venom maybe. I mean, that's a potential. That game's going to sell huge too. I mean, with the last one, so what, 10 million? and still
What, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Yeah, there's no 10.
It's over 10.
I definitely think Peter Parker's story is played out though. Like I definitely want to see different Spider-Man.
Well, you're gonna see Miles Morales.
This Peter Parker is just a little fucking like a little simp ass nigga, always chasing behind Mary Jane. Like I don't know.
He hooked up with Cat and went raw. Ain't no simp on that shit.
Man,
I would have clapped.
that's probably my kid. You know what I mean? Get out of here.
Well, nevertheless, he on that. I mean, he would have had. I don't know. I don't know where he got the money to take her out at though, because he's always broke.
Yo, I don't understand how the Peter Parker is so broke. He's like a genius. He can go sell his ideas to any company for $1.
This nigga's a scientific genius. Like, why is he broke? Yeah.
And then he's a sellout. He's doing it for the love of science and not for the notoriety. But yeah,
you broke, you ain't gonna get no love.
I don't disagree with that. But
bro, you can't even help your Aunt May with her rent, nigga. Like you
I don't disagree. Aunt May gave him money in that game. I mean, she gave him that half a stack.
Over 13 million. Damn.
It's on 13. All right, well that's great. I mean, my point is that they're already in a good relationship with Sony. So I know Sony's out there looking.
Where do you go from there though? You don't grow if you're doing the same thing. You locked into a relationship with Sony. You making only exclusives for Sony. You don't own all of your IPs. Your IPs are owned by Sony, but you don't want to sell to Sony. That makes no sense. They own everything. They literally own everything.
Sony can pull that Spider-Man IP and have Naughty Dog make their next.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they doing? Like, I see what Jemiah is saying. Like, he want more people to say, you know, independent, but at what cost? Like, how long will you finally make a game where people don't like it? That could be your last game ever. Like, you make a bad game and don't sell well, that's money that's gone.
You just lost then. The company's gonna break up. The developer's gonna go move to different studios, and that's it. Like, if you don't take risks, there is no reward. I'm sick of this whole I don't want to fail shit. Like, let's go, baby. Like, put your creative ideas on the line. And when we keep getting the same cookie cutter games every year, people complaining there's no innovation. This is the reason why nobody wants to fail. You have to fail, bro. Like, CD Projekt Red is a prime example of a company that's independent and they're doing everything to please the gamers. Pricing, collections, the way the standard collection has so much shit you can buy with the game. It comes with a map and all this crazy shit that we forgot about. Like, cases come empty now. You know what I mean? They're packing your case full of goodies and stuff and letting you know, buy this at a reasonable price. Like, that's what independency does. When you're a big publisher, you get a case with a $30 game in it that costs you $60.
Well, yeah, that's true. But like I said, speaking of buying games, how many of you all bought that Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey for $29.99 on PS4?
Buy that shit.
I already viewed them both. I like the.
Jemiah, that's what I was saying before. Like, you see what you just said, CD Projekt Red. The difference is CJ Projekt Red is already owned by somebody, but they own their IP. And Insomniac does not own the IP. They already failed once. They failed everywhere else besides PlayStation. That's why I'm saying, why are they still independent? They can't do it on their own. They can't do it. And I'm going to say it because they've been independent since they was started in 1994, and they failed without Sony. Everywhere else, they don't own the IPs, the major ones that make money. They're going to fail without Sony. So they're doing fine. They're with money right now. Like, literally, all their money comes from Sony. Literally, all of their money.
That's why I said. I agree. Cyberpunk won't. Cyberpunk will do okay. I think it's gonna be much bigger. On
CD Projekt owns CD Projekt Red. Like, it's a subsidiary.
That's the thing. Like, you see how they own their shit and they grew on their own.
Yeah.
They didn't just go with somebody. They had things with PC, like The Witcher was on PC, The Witcher 2 was a PC, it came to Xbox 360. But they kept going. They didn't just lock exclusives with somebody. They grew, they expanded. That's what I wanted Insomniac to do. But they don't own no IP for themselves to do that. They're too comfortable. That's what I'm saying. If they're comfortable enough to not create no new IP, like to the point where it was so...
Guess what, though, D?
What?
You've been putting in all this work, right? You've been working for Sony. You've been working for other people. Now you have this war chest full of funds now from Spider-Man. you can go create your own IP now. Like this is how you.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I think they're going to
company.
do.
Not everybody's gonna make a Witcher out the gate. Not everybody's gonna be a PUBG out the gate. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta work the system until you get to that point where you can become that juggernaut.
Another studio that they
That's what I'm saying. See that?
And
But
they
that's
should
why
also
I said
buy.
they're too comfortable.
Well, I'm
in not
saying
doing
again.
that.
Well, I'm trying to talk about these studios here. So, and also Blue Point is on their list. So it's Blue Point, Remedy, Insomniac, Supermassive, and House Marquee. I think House Marquee and Blue Point, they should definitely try to get them. Insomniac and Remedy will be a little bit harder, but they will have. They may have some exclusive content. Well, they got exclusive content with
Blue Point.
Blue Point did the remake of
Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I know. They did a lot of remakes. They did which one they did? Halo Master Chief Collection for Microsoft.
That's just broke.
Yeah, the Nathan Drake collection.
So yeah, they can
for Sony. Shout out to the Colossus. They can make games, but their specialty is 60 frames per second. That's why I think Sony should get them. That's the thing. They specialize in 60 frames per second games. They specialize in that. That's why I think Sony should get them because they nice.
Sony buy any company that's not a AAA dev right now because they said they want to make big AAA hardcore games for their players.
Well, they already have studios for that.
Develop in-house, homegrown type of studios.
They're not going to. They said that they're not going to be making like games like fucking I don't know,
indie shit.
Yeah, they're not going to be making like small games anymore. They're going to focus on making big games. So why would they buy a small developer? That's a
good point. Oh yeah, and notice in a financial report they bragged about how much they have to spend. They said $10 billion they got.
Which is not a lot of money.
By 2020. That's why I was saying certain studios they should buy because the real AAA studios they can buy is going to cost them things like Capcom, Square Enix, who else? Remedy, Insomniac, Kojima. All those people will cost money.
Well,
I'm not saying all of them at once, each one.
I think they're going to get Blue Point. I think they're going to try to get Supermassive and fail.
Blue Point to make what?
Let me finish, and then they're going to probably they have to go after Kojima just because on principle. So that doesn't mean he goes, but I think they're going to go after him. So I think they get those three. But if not, it won't matter to me because, like I said, I'll buy the PS5, and like I said, I'm going to get. I got to get a new motherfucker. To get this new GPU and CPU out.
Venom wanted to hold Spider-Man hostage, but Venom tricked Spider-Man to use.
Yeah, that's
what's wrong with this guy, man.
Yeah, that's one of the comic runs for Spider-Man. So
you think they really making this Demon Souls remake? Blue Point?
Blue Point, possibly. I wish it was Siphon Filter, but the more I think about it, it's going to be the Demon Souls. But
I see Ben Studio working on a new IP.
Sony, man, yeah. Man, they're all weird. I mean, shout out to Foxy Games. He said there's like 4 studios already deep into deving for the PS5.
Naughty Dog, Guerrilla Games, Ben Studio, and who the last one? Sony Santa Monica.
Yeah, and then the people who make the MLB game, they'll just port that over.
That's San Diego studio.
And instead of it being checkerboard 4K and whatever, it will be 4K native.
The show is native 4K, bro.
Well, I mean, it's got a checkerboard, but it's got a 1440p 60, so and it's got another one on there too. It's got like 2 or 3 different settings, so it is what it is. But yeah, the FIFA game that's going to be 4K. It's already 4K. The games that are 4K now, they're going to be the games that are checkerboarded. Will probably bump up to 4K. So Gran Turismo, Horizon, but to wait and see. I mean, that's what I'm waiting to see. Yeah, Naughty Dog, new sci-fi. I have to wait and see what Naughty Dog's got planned. We gotta
what would they make though? Like sci-fi, like the game I would see Naughty Dog making that sci-fi would be Mass Effect, and
that's what they said.
Already been done.
Yeah, well, they said they were fans of Mass Effect. They would like to try their hand with something similar. So yeah, I mean, if BioWare make another Mass Effect game, then let somebody else make a copy of it.
I think that Naughty Dog's sci-fi IP is going to be the one from the comic that Ellie has. I think that's going to be
Savage Starlight. Yeah,
the sci-fi world.
Yeah.
Because they said they've been one that said they wanted to make this sci-fi game.
Yeah. Now we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's because he said it. He would like to do it. Everybody went to the bank with it. It's like, well, they never
that is true.
going to do it. They just he said he'd like to make one. So just it is. It's like Tom Holland said he'd love to do a movie with Tom Hardy, and especially with Venom. And they're going, that's Kevin Feige's got to approve it for Venom.
Uncharted is definitely taking a hiatus though.
Yeah, they're making a movie.
That game trash anyway.
Oh, they what?
But they're making a movie since Kojima won't be bought by Sony after Death Stranding. Well, that's fine. I mean, but that doesn't mean they don't go after him. It's just like that free agent, Kawhi Leonard. Everybody's trying to get him. He can only go to one place though. So, but you're derelict if you can't even get a meeting with that guy. So, I mean, seriously, you're a GM or something like that. You should be fired. Like the Knicks ought to fire their GM, whoever the hell that is. He need to go. I mean, he couldn't even get a meeting with nobody. He could acquire Leonard, Kevin Durant.
They don't need to make
nobody. Like the Keith Sweat song, nobody wants to be a New York Knicks. So, but they, but also you got that game on the Epic Store, Jemiah, Control. So is that you think? See, I think Control is going to be better than what people think. I think it's going to be a sneak game.
For me, the way it looks and the way it plays, it looks good for me. So I'm not really sure what the consensus is going to be. But yeah, I brought out the Epic Store because Epic, when Epic made they did that discount sale for their games, and they weren't supposed to.
Store.
You know what I mean? That's when the devs pulled their games off the Epic Store because of that sale. But I caught Control for $49.99. You know what I mean? That one day, so I went and bought it. And then the next day, that shit was off the store. Then it came back at $59.99.
Wow.
When the sale was over. Because I guess the devs didn't want Epic to put their shit on sale like that. But,
God, lucky dude.
You make a deal with the devil, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm here mesmerized. I have a new keyboard now, ladies and gentlemen. It changes to different colors. So the keyboard and the mouse, it's like a psychedelic trip in here. I just need to start playing friggin', I don't know what's the name of that group. Shit fire.
What?
I can't remember the name of that group. Anyway.
I think, like I said on the roundtable yesterday, I think Control is gonna get that Titanfall 2 treatment. Like the first game, Quantum Break didn't sell too well, and I don't think Control will either, based off who's making it. I think the only way Control will really sell is if Sony legit announced they bought Remedy before this game came out.
What do you mean really sell though? Like, my thing is people. I don't understand how like a game like Resident Evil 3 or 2 remake can do like 3 million whatever, and people don't say anything about that. But when Control's coming out, people are already saying like it's gonna flop, or like the negativity is so high.
So Resident Evil only sold over 3 platforms, did 3 million.
It's not that high. I know that.
No, it's not. I mean, not for 3 platforms.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand why people are saying the Control's gonna flop. Like, what does flop? Just because it doesn't sell 10 million like Spiderman doesn't mean it's a flop. Like,
I think it's
certain devs have certain projections they want to reach.
I'll put 5 million on it because it's going to be on 3 platforms.
And it's not going to be on Steam, which is the biggest problem for me. Like, that's the biggest.
But it's on 3 platforms. So
what?
It's going to be on Steam.
Like it's not coming at all.
So, no, it's coming to Steam later on. Like
6 months. So Control is going to flop. I don't think Control is going to flop. I think
it's going to flop every 5 minutes.
So
yeah, I don't think that it'll do like what they wanted to because Remedy
has that they want
best track record. I know they want like that 4 or 5 million number.
Look at Days Gone.
I think they'll get it. I think they'll get 4.5 to 5.5 million.
Days Gone sold 2.4.
Biggest game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It didn't go gangbusters, so I think like we need to calm down.
I don't think not yet.
Oh no, I think 5 million over 3 platforms is actually pretty.
Yeah, I think 5 million is what they want because they mentioned that number in the past. Them and Ubisoft specifically. Ubisoft said they would like the Division to reach 5 million units sold, and it didn't. The Division 2, what I'm talking about. The first game sold over 5 million, so that failed. But I know Remedy. Huh?
What did Quantum Break sell? Like 2 million?
1.2 million.
Yeah, but I think again, this game is on multiple platforms. It will sell well on PlayStation. People are really looking forward to it, and they want to support Remedy so that Yoshida can go in there possibly.
It needs more marketing, though, man.
But we'll have to wait and see. I'm buying
it needs more marketing.
It's getting
because I've seen 2 articles about leaked gameplay.
You're on the wrong sites because I get constant stuff for Control.
Also, I'm following the Control Twitter, so maybe you need to do that.
Yeah, exactly. If you get that, I saw a 30-minute demo. I'm like, damn,
that's what I'm saying. It needs more than that, man. Like every other game, Quantum Break didn't get pushed. Quantum Break didn't sell because Microsoft didn't push it. They pushed the TV. The TV show,
this one is being marketed by Sony, and they have that slow rollout, and it's going to go up against a juggernaut in Madden. So they have to figure out a way to code market that with Madden. Madden comes out 3 days before Control.
Nobody who's like Madden is checking for Control. Let's be honest, though, Craig.
Well, no, but it's a counter. It's a counter marketing. How are you going to go? Because Madden's marketing, whether we like it or not, that starts in 2 weeks. It starts at Comic.
Bro, if you're not buying Madden, you're not gonna buy Madden. Like, if you're not buying it right now, you don't need to market Madden. Like, the game comes out every year.
I'm saying yes. To forget about Madden, I'm saying Sony has got to figure out a way to market against Madden. So with this game, but I think they'll have it. They're gonna have their game at what you call it too at Comic-Con as well. So that'll be maybe a place where people can see it and get a feel of it, and we can get some more reports. That's what Sony's doing, is a slow rollout. I think they'll be fine. And
they're probably gonna be at Gamescom too. So,
do you think they're gonna have another state of play August?
No, I don't think that. Well, if Sony's at Gamescom, that would be funny.
Not Sony, but Control.
Yeah, well, like I said, Control for me, I just have to go to the store and buy it. That's all I have to do. It's already bought.
When does it come out?
August 27th, right around my birthday.
Yeah, that's your birthday is the 27th. That I know. That's what I'm saying. It's getting under that shuffle because the beginning of September, doesn't Borderlands come out? And Gears 5?
Well, Gears 5, I'll be getting that on PC.
No, but look how close that is to those 2 games. If people got to save, especially for Borderlands, not too much Gears, but if you're releasing right around that time, you're not going to do as well as you want. Because after that, people are not going to come back to that game. You got Death Stranding, Call of Duty.
Your whole logic is flawed because people buy different games no matter what. Like Spiderman didn't do 80 million on PS4; it did 13 million. That's like 10%. You know what I mean? So like, let's calm down with this thing. Like, you're saying this game is flopping, and I just don't see it. Like, your criteria because Borderlands doesn't mean
this is based off what Remedy wants.
Well, Remedy, but it has
because on the board of directors of Remedy, though. I didn't.
Yeah, it has. I think 5 million on 3 platforms is legit, but it has the whole rest of its lifetime to sell 5 million. I think it'll do 5 million easy, but it's going to take it some time. I know I'm getting it. I mean, I like the way I like that look of it. I like the flashes. I like it so far, but it could be trash. I mean, I don't know.
Craig, I'm with Jemiah, what he's saying, but realistically, the gaming community has changed. If they don't see numbers flying up,
well, that's them. That's fine. Everybody knows what to do.
People won't buy the games, literally.
Yeah, I mean, besides, the reception for Borderlands 3 has not been stellar. Like that game,
exactly.
They haven't had a stellar reception for Borderlands 3, so let's not pretend that this game is gonna do gangbusters. Like maybe the hardcore fans will, but people are saying it's just freaking a DLC. Like it looks the same. They're saying like people aren't excited about Borderlands 3.
I'm not. I don't even know what the hell that game's about. But I mean, if it's in its it'll probably do real well. It's in its 3rd iteration, so I would have to wait.
I think the fact that Sony has the marketing, at least 3 million of these PS4 ponies will go buy the game just because, you know what I mean?
I just want the game to sell because it's Remedy, because I know what they could do in a good game, to be honest with you, from Max Payne. It was not wrong. Quantum Break. It was a little slow, and the story was kind of bland. The character was bland, not the story. But It was a good game. It was.
Well,
And they didn't buy it.
Bill.
That's why I'm saying I think it would flop because people still have that image of Remedy.
Well,
They don't expect it to be like, oh, it sold this much in this time, and they won't buy it.
No, I disagree. But we'll have to wait and see. It'll be out in 7 weeks. So we're gonna find out.
Overdone said that Days Gone sold over 2.5 million.
Well, that's fine. I mean, considering that's fine. I mean, that did better than they thought.
Yeah, and only 26% people beat the game. So all you frauds out there, I beat the game. So all
you beat the game twice.
I mean, your wife is a complete bitch, but you know, it
so
is what it is.
All you the game
frauds this PC do is beating more games on PS4 than you niggas. So I'm just saying.
Oh, wait a minute! Did you kill the Sawmill Horde?
I did.
Hell yeah! Okay. You know how long that took, though?
Craig, kill a Sawmill Horde.
Craig, do that on max difficulty, bro. I'm telling you, man, that shit took me like 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, well, it took me a minute to kill the ones at the school.
No, because I didn't die at all. Like I had to run around constantly reloading.
So if you can climb if you can climb a ladder, the zombies can't climb ladders. That's the glitch in the game. It's a glitch that they know about, but I found out the other day, and so I killed a bunch of zombies just sitting on top of the house. I kept making napalm bombs and throwing at the tractor. And they all run over there like idiots. I just throw napalm.
See, that's how I know Craig actually did beat the game based off how he described that. So,
this is
for all y'all say he don't play games. There you go.
I stream the games I be playing. So but I be busy
because everybody be like, Craig don't play no games. Craig toxic. Craig is funny and all of that. But remember Halo song used to say what you used to say. He used to say you toxic.
Who cares about him? That guy would be.
No, he used to be like you toxic because you used to be like the X is just a little bit more. And
it is.
And it is.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shit you said is true. Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And
he also said I'm the reason why people didn't go buy quantum.
Yo, remember that? Because Jemiah,
Craig got bad influence.
No, he literally said that people didn't buy Quantum Break them because PlayStation dudes is bashing the game for it being 720p.
What that got to do with anything?
I believe it though, because these dudes have low self-esteem, bro. Like these dudes are followers. They get told what to do. They love to get told what to do. So
oh my god!
I'm pretty sure that it probably affected them. I guarantee you. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, if you go to school and you're like, those shoes are like, Bobos or whatever, and then the kid never wears those shoes ever again. Yeah, that's how Sony shame Xbox guys for not buying games.
Yeah, now Impatient Fire said that was a tech fraud. You haven't asked me a tech question yet. So how you don't even know that? I mean, I went to FN University.
And then he transferred to Trump U after that.
Trump U, so for my undergrad. So yeah, that's the way I roll. I got those 2 degrees.
You're a real fuck nigga, man.
So that's it. That's the way it's going to be from now on. So graduated in front of which Carl was in my class too. D-Batch was right there. He was right the same class as me. So speaking of that, I just saw an 8K Samsung TV at Best Buy, and I about died. I mean, I gotta get one. So everybody hit that super chat button.
Yo, on the real, man, I'm tired of Samsung TVs. They literally have not changed at all. All they do is make them brighter. They don't do nothing. But if you just make a TV brighter, the picture is oversaturated. It's not real. Like only 2 people I see really take care of their TVs, or 3 really, is Sony, LG, and Hisense.
Hisense
to be honest with you. Oh no!
I mean, Hisense is trash.
You do know that they're like the number 3 TV manufacturer in the world, right?
That's fine, manufacturer, but I mean, where they at in sales? I mean, again, they make
that's how you become like the number. Like, it's literally Samsung, LG, them, then Sony.
Well, they make a good bargain TV, but I would not recommend a Hisense to anybody. I mean, if you only got $399, that's you want a 4K TV. Like, yeah, go ahead, but you may want to wait for those other ones. But
I don't like Samsung, man. Like, I just think they
not the old.
No, hold on. I just think that Samsung overdoes it when it comes to.
Oh, it's too bright. Their
picture.
artificial brightness, the dynamic display is extremely bright. I don't disagree with that.
I don't like that.
So yeah,
because I feel like I feel like my picture is literally.
Yeah.
You know how if you have the sun out,
Yeah.
and you got the window where you can actually see the rays. That's how I feel like Samsung TVs.
Oh, it is.
Like my picture
bright.
is floating.
Yeah, it's an artificial light. It's in there. It is too bright on dynamic. It's too low on standard. So they want you to play everything in natural because natural is the best picture.
I get bashed for that. I get bashed for that too, because you know how Xbox partners with Samsung.
Yeah.
So if I say Samsung TVs are not as good as Sony and LG, I get called a pony for that too.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
I get dissed literally every day for nothing. It's funny. You could ask Christopher Hart earlier today on Rand podcast. The dude Lethal Papa was coming at me again.
Oh, well, Rand and them were suffering. I heard that podcast and I heard Jez Gordon say he was salty over the whole Remedy rumor. It's like, well, y'all just have to be salty.
Nah. Jez is just tired of. Okay, he admitted to us he loves Microsoft, literally on audio.
Yeah, he works
but
for him.
I think he just tired of Xbox. Period. Like how they treating it. Like every time he come on that podcast, Xbox 2, he talks about Xbox, but it's like,
did people forget
really
that Microsoft was a computer company, a computer-based company? Like, did people forget that? Like, they literally created Microsoft literally is PC. Like, do you people not what? I don't understand how people are like, I can't believe they're catering to PC. Nigga, they are PC. What do you mean?
They are PC.
Like
Xbox was like a stepchild you had, you know, by some waitress like Kobe. You know what I mean? You tried to bring some waitress when you was on tour, and you happen to have a kid.
Yeah, that was a side chick.
Yo, Jemiah, you know what's the funnier part is? The name of the company is literally called Microsoft.
Exactly.
Literally means microcomputer software. Like they're literally called Microsoft. What did you expect?
Oh, well, they don't know the history. No. They don't know the history of Microsoft.
Like I know more about Microsoft and the Xbox than them.
Well, I definitely know more about Microsoft. I said that 100 times. Like, dude, y'all don't know.
Literally, direct Xbox. People talk about DirectX now. Like, my nigga, like that's how you got the name Xbox. It was Direct Xbox. It was a project that they thought about making, and they made it because Sony and Nintendo turned them down for Windows. That's the only thing Microsoft wanted. They wanted a box in your living room with them being a part of it.
Yeah, it was Bill Gates' idea. So built everything on exclusive. Guys, it's everything. So I'm gonna get on off here because I do have some stuff to do in the morning, and I usually only go an hour.
What you doing tomorrow?
I'm getting up to go see Spider-Man. We're going to take the kids to see Spider-Man and dropping them off, and then I'm gonna stream some Mass Effect 3. I'm excited on OBS and record it, so and get that all set up. So yeah, but I am going to get on off of here. So Jemiah, go ahead and shout yourself out, Mr. PC Master Race. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, earlier.
Why he get to be Mr. PC Master Race?
That's what he put in the thing. He paid $5. So
because you know who it is, man. Hey, you know who it is. It's your boy. I'm out.
Alrighty. Go ahead there, Almighty Spartan God.
This your local Nintendo hater, PC Master Race. Fuck Nintendo. Xbox is the best box. Psych. Fuck out of here.
Well, this is it. This is the king of Xbox, the tech guy. Follow me on Twitter. Hit me up on the Cash App so I can get this 16 or 18 core. What the hell this thing? 8 core, 12 thread CPU. But all right, then, guys, I'm going to get off of here. You all enjoy your 4th. And remember, peace.